Action.
My name is Olivier, Hero Dressen. I'm from Belgium. I'm a me creator.
My name is Kirtan. I'm a cameraman from the Netherlands.
There is a really good photographer and I like this, that they always say the best camera you can have is the camera you have in your pocket.
Since the phone is a very small camera, really makes it easy to attach it to objects or attach it to people. I can easily put it high, can easily put it low without too much rigging, without too much going on. It's a really nice breath of fresh air to use a phone to tell a story.
With this new phone, the Mi 11, we was really inspired by the night mode, so it gives us an idea of creating some content that is based between night and day.
So different shooting environments require different settings. So for example, if I'm shooting outside in the daytime, because there's a lot of light coming through the lens onto the sensor, and that's usually too bright. So the ISO setting needs to be very low and the shutter speed needs to be very high just to deal with the amount of light. Whereas if I'm shooting during the nighttime, that's a totally different environment. Obviously the light levels are much lower. So I want to higher the ISO level and lower the shutter speed to allow the sensor to receive more light. Pro mode from Xiaomi gives me these options. But sometimes that is not enough. In the last room that we shot, the diamond room, for example, it was particularly dark. So in that situation, there were mirrors everywhere around. We didn't have the possibility to add our own lights as they would come back in the mirrors. So in this situation, the Xiaomi night mode was very helpful.
Since the whole film is axed around this character and the way she saw the world in a different, very different and very original, specific way, we use a lot of shots that we made in macro and we go really close to her eyes.
When you're using this phone, is that because the sensor compared to the regular sensors of our bigger cameras are smaller, that means that we can focus very closely.
The Mi 11 actually have a lot of capacity for using AI, and one of them is the magic zoom. We call it actually the Hitchcock effect. Usually the way you use this to really create a very strange thing that actually happening in the films.
So what that does is the camera moves into the subject while zooming out, or it moves out from the subject while zooming in. So what that does, it keeps the framing the same size, but the relation between the foreground subject and the background subject changes.
For passing from a world to another, we basically use a very, I would say, traditional way to do it. We just open a door, so the door represents the transition between our personal world and the real world.
So we choose to create a lighting effect. This lighting effect that we made was a sort of water reflection shimmering effect to really draw the audience in and really draw the actors in as well.
So usually when I want to make a story very clear and very understandable, I use a rule of keys. Basically the way we do it, because our hero never sleeps and she always have this vision. We're using the same beginning and same ending, so we totally understand there is a loop. Creativity for everyone, for me, it means that be able to shoot anything you want at any time, whatever level they are, if they are like student or if they are professional or if they want to learn. And the best camera is the one you have in your pocket.